Hi everyone, and happy Video Monday. It is possible, however, that you're watching this and it's no longer Monday. Sometimes, because just the way my life is right now, I'm traveling so much. Sometimes I don't have a chance to upload the video on Monday due to bad Wi-Fi or being on a plane or whatever the case may be. So if it's not Monday, I apologize. I do my best to get them up on Mondays, these videos. So today, you guys, I want to start a conversation with you. This is probably going to be a maybe 3-part video, but I want to talk to you about the psychology of eating, essentially, and how the root of your food issues, whether it be constant cravings, whether it be a pattern of over-restricting yourself, whether it be a pattern of stuffing yourself until you're so full that you feel sick, no matter what it is. And I know that a lot of you guys are struggling with one form of a food issue or another. Whatever it is, I want to open up the conversation today to address the fact that it's possible that whatever it is that is going on with you is because you are, for example, eating an unbalanced diet. Maybe it's because you are, not eating an appropriate diet for your activity level. Maybe it's because you're eating a processed foods-based diet, which is totally going to set you up for cravings no matter what else is happening with you. Whether it be a hormone imbalance, that's another really big one. So a deficiency. So there are reasons that we can have a little bit of what might feel to you an imbalanced relationship with food, or a sticky relationship with food, or just, something that just doesn't feel right. There's so many reasons for this, and I myself have absolutely experienced this, where it feels like certain foods aren't working for me, or there's a major problem or whatever, and then all of a sudden something will change in my life, or my stress levels will drop significantly, or something like that, and all of a sudden those problems seem to just go away. Or sometimes I'll be like, I've had this in the past where I'm like eating so much chocolate all the time, or a little bit more than somebody should have in a day, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, why do I feel myself so drawn to this? Like, why do I feel like I need it? And then, interestingly, I've noticed that when I've been in relationships and I'm really feeling loved and I'm getting, lots of attention in those ways, I find that my chocolate like over fascination or whatever, it just goes away. So I truly believe that there's often more to simply what is on the plate. Now, in my group lately, a lot of people have been talking about sugar addiction. And when it comes to sugar addiction, if I have a client come to me who's just like, I can't stop eating sugar, I always have to move into diet detective mode, because with sugar specifically, well, sometimes there's depression, because the brain is just not, producing enough of the proper neurotransmitters and at the right times, etc. And because of that, you are having these sugar cravings. Or sometimes somebody's circadian rhythm is super off. That can cause that. High cortisol levels can cause sugar cravings. Yeast in the body, so an overgrowth of bad bacteria. So yes, again, there are reasons that we can have these cravings that feel bigger than us, that we feel like we can't control. So the first step is truly to address that. There is always a place for that. If you don't know anything about nutrition, that is where you want to start when it comes to really improving your relationship with food. And some of you guys are like, I can't stop eating sugar. Well, I want to challenge you to look at what's in your house, because if you really want to set yourself up for success, you have to get the crap out of your house. And then you might say, well, my husband likes to eat it. Well, I would suggest in that case that you say to your husband, this is a big problem in my life. I'm so sick of how exhausted I feel and how defeated I feel from having this relationship with these foods, and I need you to help support me by, you know, doing this too, and so that we can get this crap out of the house. And that's going to make it so much easier in and of itself. So really setting yourself up for success, making sure that you're, you know, managing your stress and your sleep and eating a really, you know, a whole foods based diet. A lot of these things, they can take care of that in and of itself. Sugar is innately addictive. If it's in your bloodstream, you are going to continue to crave it for weeks. So it sometimes takes, you know, maybe a week at least for the cravings to soften. So that's where you know, what you want to do first. And then you just, some of you, if it's a really big problem, you might just have to, you know, there's two types of people. There's moderators and there's abstainers. And moderators can be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a little bit of that and then leave it. And then they can have, you know, everything in moderation. And then there's other people that they have to abstain in order to achieve whatever goal that they have. So they can't have it, you know, especially in the house. And again, that doesn't mean that you can't ever have it. Maybe at some point, your relationship with yourself and with your environment and with everything will shift a little bit, and then you will be able to incorporate a little bit of that, but you have to know yourself. So the journey begins by going within or working with somebody who can help you with this. Now this brings me to my super exciting news that I have. So for the last 10 years, I've been doing nutritional consulting along with teaching yoga, and I'm still doing this work in Dubai at the moment. But I always, in addition to that job, have my online work that I'm doing and have my clients that I'm coaching from whatever hotel room I'm in or wherever I am in the Middle East. And so when I work with a client, I absolutely acknowledge that it might be something beyond the food. So it might be, there might be a connection that's emotional or that's psychological, or it might have something to do with something that happened in the past or whatever. And in my group recently, a client of mine, I was speaking about a client of mine who I've been working with her forever, and she's been trying to lose weight for a really long time, and she'll have success and then she'll fall back, and it's been like this yo-yo kind of dieting thing. And she was aware that there might be an emotional component of this, and she's always been actively, you know, working with that, and I've been trying to help her with that too. But interestingly, she's still been getting stuck often. And what happened is she decided that she wanted to donate part of her liver to a friend who needed a liver transplant. And so she went to the doctor to get evaluated for this, and they said, you cannot donate your liver until you lose 30 pounds. And that was a huge wake-up call for her, and it's really been a motivating, energizing thing that's now has her on this path towards her goal in a much stronger, more affirmative way than she's ever been before. And so it really struck me, this story, because it's like, wow, why was saving someone else's life, and she realized this, how was saving someone else's life enough to make this happen, whereas saving her own wasn't? So this is an example of where sometimes it runs much deeper than the food itself. Okay, so the emotional, the psychological, it's absolutely relevant. So this story, along with just continually seeing the same struggles in my clients with regards to, you know, doing really, really well for a certain period of time and then falling back, and it just keeps going like this for a lot of people, not everybody. Sometimes it is a black or white thing, as you have a deficiency and you fix it and then that thing is gone, or you have a hormone imbalance and you get your hormones back in balance and oh, the binging stops or whatever it is. Sometimes, again, it is that. But I find more often there's a deeper psychological and emotional root. So this brings me to my next part of this story, which is that I am going to be doing a course for the next year, and the course is in the psychology of eating. and it is going to teach me how to work with people on a much, much deeper level so that they can really start to address the psychological reasons for their cravings, for their bad digestion, for their slow metabolism. The mind could be the thing that's affecting all of these things in your body. So I'm really excited to become certified in this other branch of nutrition and be able to really help you guys go deeper than perhaps I've been able to in the past. And that feels really, really good to me and exciting. So that's my little news, and you guys are the ones who inspired that. So thank you for teaching me along my path and encouraging me through your stories to find, you know, the path that I feel I really want to be on in terms of my work, my dharma, which I really believe is I believe that I am here to help people through yoga and through nutrition and mind-body practices, and I really feel I'm here to help people become the person that they you know, deserve to be or want to be. So yeah, I'm excited about all this. In the next part of this video, this is a two-part video, I am going to talk to you about my personal story with having a sticky relationship with food and my body. This is something that was going on for several years, and I really don't believe it affected my ability to do my work, but it was a really weighing thing in my life that I had to make peace with, especially if I was going to be able to pour myself completely into what I do, which is what I obviously want to be able to do. And so I'm going to share with you my my own little personal story, and it's something I've never done before, so I'm going to have to take a deep breath, and I might get emotional and all that stuff. Yep, I probably will, because I can feel it already. But again, it comes, my wanting to share this with you comes from a place of really believing in that part where it's sometimes not about the food, and you need to be really brave, and you need to go into that, you know, what's deeper or what's underneath, and you also need to work on envisioning what you want and what you know want in your life, so that you can stop essentially the self-sabotage, because that's what this all comes down to, you guys. A lot of you are self-sabotaging, and then it becomes why, because a lot of you know so much about nutrition, you know, and so yeah, I'll leave it at that for now. Thanks as always for watching and for your interest in learning from me. If you are interested in getting help with especially the psychological part of your eating behavior, please subscribe to my channel, because pretty much starting now, that is going to be the main thing that I focus on here, because I feel like that's where the help is really, really needed. I'm totally down to do those, you know, what I eat in a day posts in the group and stuff, because I know it inspires you guys to want to eat healthier. I get that. And if it's about that, I'm happy to do it. But I don't believe that what I eat or what he eats or she eats is exactly what you should eat. And so I want to help people through my consulting to figure out exactly what is the perfect thing for them, for whatever reason that might be. And again, this, you know, is where I hope you guys will consider working with me, because I'm so excited to help you guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my video, my channel, and please join my group. I have a group on Facebook. It's called Teshia's Group, and I have a beautiful community there, and everybody posts questions, and I answer them every single day, and I would love to help you there too. So please consider joining us. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.